Hello all and welcome back to DEP TV. It's been a while since we've been on had a detailing video on the channel. We've been kind of diversifying a wee bit and little things have happened to you in there, so we're getting back to the detailing now. So today we're going to be seeing if we can recover a trashed front wheel. Now I personally think it's not going to work. I personally think it's going to need a complete and utter refurb, but we'll see what we can do with the products which I have here. So we're going to have a quick look at the wheel and we'll come back in here, we'll see what products we're going to be using, and then we will just go out and get it done. So here we have it, the manky wheel. Now I think this is some dressing that has been put on this by the dealer just before I bought it in January. As you can see, the wheels are tarnished. It's been on there now for months, not been able to get it off. So let's go back inside and we're going to go and see what we're going to be using to try and bring this up to some sort of standard. Again, it needs a refurb because it's peeling, it's chipping, all that kind of stuff. But I just want to see how clean we can actually get it using the products that I'm going to show you very, very shortly. So there you go, you've seen that wheel, you've seen how trashed that wheel is, so we're going to see if we can revive that just with cleaning, without having to send it away for any refurbishing or anything like that. Put your comments down below before you watch it if you want. I'll put chapters on. Put it in the comments below if you think it can be saved or if you think it's a definite refurb, and we'll see how it goes. So what we're going to be using is we're going to be using a multitude of cheaper products and the more high-end products. We're going to see how they work together, and we're going to see if it gives us a result on the wheel out there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give it a pre-rinse. Now we already have the Infinity Wax Citrus Pre-Wash in the spray pump bottle in the big pumper, so we're going to use that first, then we'll rinse that off. Then we're going to hit it with a little bit of Infinity Wax Liquid Fire for the fallout, and then after we've used that we're going to hit it with, you can get this in Asda, I think it's about £5 to £10 for 5 litres, the original Wonder Wheels wheel cleaner. We're going to try that. Once we've used that, we're going to go on to the Trade Violet wheel cleaner from Halfords just to see how that performs. After that, we are going to hit it with some Snowfoam. I have it over here, give me a second. Yeah, so after that we're going to hit it with the Autoglym Polar Blast. After that we're going to hit it with some Enzo Pure Shampoo, and then we'll see how the wheel comes up. If it comes up pretty decent, I might hit it with some Infinity Wax Ghost Sealant just to save any, help it with the dust and the dirt getting attracted to it. I'm not going to go for a ceramic coating on the wheel because it's definitely too far going for a ceramic coating. If it was a new wheel, then yes. I'm also not going to take the wheel off because I just don't see the point in taking the wheel off, because I don't personally think it's going to make it much better. But we'll see what happens. I might give it a little coat of some graphene wax just to help it. Probably won't need that because of the ghost sealant, but we'll see which one we go for. I'm not 100% yet. We might use this on a drill. It's quite soft but rigid at the same time. It's very, very similar to this, which we will be using for the inner barrels. This is one I got from Infinity Wax. It is the SGC 13 or SGCB. I can't see it very well, I don't have my glasses on, very sorry. We'll use that for the barrels. And we might go ahead and use this for the wheel facings, because that and that is more or less the same. There is not much difference in it whatsoever. So it might give me a little bit of help with the agitation on that, but we'll see how we go. There is an extension for it, which I now can't get off. There we go, so the extension would just fit on there, just make it a little bit easier for me. So these here are the products we're going to use. So we're going to start with the pre-rinse, then we're going to hit it with the liquefier, then we're going to hit it with 2 wheel cleaners to see how they work, then we're going to hit it with the Polar Blast, then we're going to hit it with some pure shampoo, and then we'll see the results. So let's go! So as you can see here, it did absolutely nothing. Hee-haw, still marks everywhere. So it's on to the next stage. So guys, you've got to admit it looks a lot cleaner. Even in this state, it looks a hell of a lot cleaner, but there is still this staining everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So I think it's time to hit it with a Snowfoam. So here we are with the final product, guys. It's been hit with pre-wash, iron fallout, 2 types of wheel cleaners, and I've got to admit it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. It's just not perfect. You're not going to get that with this kind of staining. So let's go back into the studio and let's have a little discussion about how things went. So guys, what do we think? Well, personally for me, I didn't even bother with this, and I didn't even bother with this. The wheel is just too far gone for that. That wheel is a complete and utter refurb top to bottom. So we didn't get into the ghost sealant and we didn't get into the graphene wax. I'm going to put these back up here. But I have to say, Liquid Fire, we've used that 1,000 times on the channel. You know what it does. It's a fallout remover. It works brilliant as normal. The Wonder Wheels original. When I was going over it with this, now this is going to be quite controversial, isn't it, guys? Should this be used on a wheel? I used it today because that wheel is absolutely knackered, and I'm not that worried about scratching it anyway. But to be perfectly fair, these bristles are nice and soft, so I don't know if it would have scratched it. I'm going to try it on a Mercedes later on, which have a shiny, it's the AMG type wheels. They are quite shiny, but they are getting replaced. So I'm going to try it on them later on, just to see how that looks, see if it puts any scratches and stuff in them. But we agitated the Wonder Wheels with this and this. This was great for in with the lug nuts. This was absolutely brilliant for that. We sprayed it with the Trade Barrel wheel cleaner from Halfords. It did get a decent amount of dirt off, to be perfectly fair, but it wasn't absolutely superb. We agitated the inside of the barrels with this, which did a decent job. We then sprayed it with the Autoglym Polar Blast. Again, it was a bit more dirt coming off, but again, that wheel is not going to be anywhere near decent, to be perfectly honest, until it has been completely and utterly refurbished. But on the rest of the wheels, it did a really decent job. I would always recommend Liquid Fire from Infinity Wax because I've been using it for years and it is really good stuff, and it does get rid of all of the iron fallout. But when it comes to wheel cleaners, these two are actually pretty decent. For saying that they're probably the cheapest of the cheap. I mean, I think this was £14 for 5 litres. This was an Asda, I don't know, between a £5 and a £10 for that big bottle. Do you know what I mean? It's 5 litres of wheel cleaner and stuff, and they do work. To be fair, they have to work because they can't put these claims on the labels unless they do actually work, because it's false advertising. So don't be put off about going to buy all these bigger brands, which I'm not going to name because I don't want to put anybody onto me saying, why did you diss my company? You know the companies I'm talking about. You don't have to go and buy them. If you don't have the budget, don't go and buy them. Get one of these. They work fairly decently. If your wheels are in good condition, these are absolutely brilliant. Everything slightly better than those. They'll keep them clean before you can, if you want to put sealants on them. If they're in that condition, guys, just give them a wash with shampoo. It's they're beyond saving, those ones out there. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, you could get really nice clean, really nice wheels. If you got that stuff, £14, that stuff will last you forever. I decant it into bottles like this, mainly because I have hundreds of them lying about, empty fresh ones. So they were put in fresh, so they're not contaminated or anything. They're totally fresh. The Autoglym Polar Blast, it's a really good Snowfoam. A lot of you guys out there will know about Polar Blast anyway, so I'm not going to go deep into that. We did use the pure shampoo, but you've all seen that before. You don't really need me to show you that again, I suppose. But yeah, as you can see from the footage, the front wheel, needs a refurb anyway. The rest of the wheels came up brilliant. And even using this, there doesn't seem to make much more scratches. If you want to have a go at me in the comments for it, guys, feel free. I'm thick-skinned, as you can see. Well, I wouldn't say it doesn't bother me. I take your comments on board, but I'm also a realist, and I have used it, and I know it works. That one, especially for the lug nuts, because I don't know if a lot of you, when you're going around all the lug nuts and you're doing this in all 5 on each, so that's 20 per car. You can get repetitive strain injury, you start getting muscle cramps. Stuff that in a drill, job done. Simple as. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much again, guys, for coming along. I'm trying to get back into some of the detailing the detailing videos. You know yourself, I've kind of skewed off in different directions recently, but it's just because of different things that are going on, different things that are happening. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always. Next video I think is going to be on the black shooting brake, I believe. That's the final stages of editing. There's a few videos getting edited now, but that one I think is nearly finished. That's a review video on a 2017 Mercedes CLA shooting brake, which we own here. It's essentially, guys, it's an A-class with a big boot, but it looks really, really nice. It's quite stylish, and it'll be interesting to share that video with you all. Please, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the YouTube algorithm for people to find it. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button. That would be absolutely fantastic if you would. And share it with anyone that you think might benefit from these videos. That would be absolutely fantastic. You will find us on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is DEP TV Glasgow, and Instagram is DEP TV Official. You'll find us on there. There's little tidbits go up now and again, but I'm not that good with social media. I really should be, because I've got a YouTube channel, but I've not been that. Little bits going now and again. It's good to keep there. We might do some competitions and stuff on it later on in the year. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always, but you know the routine by now. It's time to go.